Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. With me once again is...
I almost got eaten by a giant cheese platter this week.
A... what?
Yes. Don't go to Snack's Tooth. It's
You,
never going to end well.
is it worse than Palpagos?
Depends. At least I don't have guns.
Yeah, that's one thing. We don't have guns here in Morrowind either. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually our second attempt at recording the start of the first Morrowind expansion package, and the reason it's the second attempt is because the first time I forgot to record Ivan here. Go me.
I was talking about the monster and everything. It was such an epic time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but luckily I was able to recover a save that I had from before the DLC was begun. DLC, this is an expansion. It wasn't DLC back then.
I wish expansions were still a thing.
Right. So we can at least show the start of the adventure, and then I will load the save that I had from right before we started any real combat, so it's all going to be nice. You're going to be able to see the start of the first expansion known as the Elder Scrolls Tribunal.
Ooh, that's a familiar name.
Yes, the expansion name gives away the fact that this will involve the other two gods of the Dark Elven Tribunal. And it all begins with you getting attacked in your sleep by an assassin.
We decided to put him on the dinner table.
He was just standing there when I killed him. It's fine. So yes, the armor gives away that the assassin is from the Dark Brotherhood, which is another guild of assassins. The main guild that runs operations in Morrowind is the Morag Tong, not the Dark Brotherhood. They actually keep the Brotherhood out of Morrowind, as far as I know. So to see them here, that's interesting. Probably implies something. So I'll just strip him naked and leave him there, maybe. Yeah, actually, dispose of him. And he's gone.
Say, like... Even this idea of, like, that dress me one of your French girls meme, but him on top of the dinner table is like, what are you trying to say here?
So, you can actually get attacked by assassins as soon as you have the Tribunal expansion installed. However, I have a mod that forces them to wait until you're nearly done with the main quest, because killing them at level 1, kind of a big ask, you might say. And, to be fair, if you do manage to kill them, you can actually farm their equipment. They have some ridiculously expensive equipment that you can sell, or even just use yourself. I need an upgrade to my pauldrons. So there you go.
As long as they're not too heavy.
It's light armor, it's fine.
Oh, wow. And you can farm this?
Say what you want.
Yeah, you just keep resting, and they'll keep attacking you. It's really weird. You'd think they run out of assassins, but okay. So anyways, you report it to a guard, and they say to go to a city in, like, the southern part of Ardenfell known as Ebonheart. It's right next to Vivec. So it's very easy to get there. You just take a guild guide to Vivec, and then you hit Divine Intervention, and you're there. It's an Imperial city.
Go ahead, Outlander.
Ebonheart.
Mm-hmm. It's actually interesting because in the original Elder Scrolls, you can go to Ebonheart, but it's on the mainland instead of being in Vardenfell.
Do you need something?
So I'm guessing they either moved the city somehow, or they just decided to change locations.
Do you want something from me?
Let's see, Amulet of Divine Intervention. Here we go. Yeah, and we're here. Nice looking Imperial fortress.
In broad daylight.
Yes.
What, Outlander?
So nice that the blight is gone. We don't need to worry about any of those ash storms unless you get real close to the volcano.
Just like real life.
Mm-hmm.
What's this about?
What's this about the Dark Brotherhood? You say you've been attacked by them? The fact that you're standing here seems to suggest otherwise.
We're the damn hero!
Exactly. So it's known that they have a large contingent on the mainland, so if we can get transport to the mainland, which would be difficult because due to the blight, they kind of shut down all of the naval transport. But there is a way to teleport there. We just need to speak to a specific mage here in Ebonheart. Oh, you have to get this quest update anyways.
Well, that's good. Glad you could still be here with us, Apellis.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Now it's gotta be here somewhere.
Yeah, here we go. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely wasn't running around trying to find who I was supposed to talk to because I completely forgot in a fit of blank brain. But anyways, you know, you need to be honest about what you're trying to do going to the mainland. So, after talking to her, we immediately get transported to the mainland. We are in the Royal Palace of Mournhold, which is the capital city of Morrowind. And right next to us is a lizard wizard. It's literally what he is.
Questions again.
You will talk to him if you want to head back to Vardenfell, but he also has some amusing dialogue. You can learn a little about Mournhold and the situation they're in, such as... Well, the topic isn't here right now, and I don't feel like fishing for it. But, basically, as we exit the building into the courtyard... Oh, that's the basement. Don't want to go in there right away.
Right here.
Yes. We can exit right here and be in the main plaza of the city of Mournhold.
Oh.
Nice and
Fancy
big
place.
looking. But it is kind of walled off, so I think I want to hop over that wall. And I have just the tool for it. I have created the Amulet of Cliff Racing. That's literally what I named it. Gives me a constant levitation effect. I can just pop this and I'll be able to fly all over the world. Let's go! Levitation magic does not work here. What?
Does not work here.
So yeah, that's the thing about...
Well, there goes that.
That's the thing about the Tribunal expansion. They added one city and walled it off so you couldn't leave. Even if I use one of those scrolls that I got way back at the beginning of the game to just jump over the wall, it won't let me. Which is kind of, it's kind of unfortunate, but I suppose they, like, had this story that's basically confined to one city, and they didn't really know what else to do to stop the player from being able to go outside and making an excuse for it.
Oh, well. You always gotta limit them somehow.
Yeah. So we are in the Great Bazaar, which means there's a lot of shopping we can do. I've slipped and fallen off a cliff again.
Oh, the paper.
Yeah, there's a paper here. The Common Tongue. Appears to be a sort of tabloid that alleges that the King of Morrowind has a habit of eliminating people who speak out against him. Might want to take that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, also, the Ordinators are clad in silver instead of gold.
Justice never sleeps.
Ow.
So we can ask them about the Dark Brotherhood, right? Well, if they like us. I'm the Nerevarine. Surely I should be able to get some favor with you, right? Oh, sure. Just click on this topic over and over. Their disposition goes right up.
Nice.
I don't know why you'd want to go looking for those demons. Some say they live in the sewers beneath the Great Bazaar. Oh, goody, a sewer level. That's just what we needed, right?
Wonderful.
Well, I don't feel like imitating Super Mario right now. There are quests to do.
Ooh. I like the sound of that.
I mean, anytime there's a city, there's got to be a bunch of side quests, right? Such as with this lady over here.
A good man is hard to find.
Marina
You always
Gilnith.
get the other kind.
She apparently has bad luck dating and wants to meet someone new. So we'll listen to her story, and it's a lot of text. You can pause and read if you want. So we need to find a man for her, and it so happens that I know that depending on which man in the city that you find for her, you get a different reward. I know which one I want to find specifically. He is in the trade house right here.
Ooh.
He's kind of a depressed man, this Sunel
If
Hlas.
I worked out, I'd look that way too.
Goodness, no need to admire me. We're looking...
Yeah.
We're finding someone for a woman to date, not ourselves. Oh, you want me to get friendly with you after all, huh? Well, maybe he really does like male orcs after all. Let's make ourselves pretty.
Maybe that was a hint.
Maybe it was. Let's see here. I should have... Did I actually craft it? No, I guess I don't have it on the save file, but I crafted an amulet that gives me 100 personality for 2 seconds. I'll just have to use my regular spell. I have no idea why I went airborne for a moment there.
Swept you off your feet, that spell did.
Mm-hmm. Swept myself off my feet. That's not a good sign. All right. So this man has unfortunately, well, he lost his wife, and now he just doesn't see the point in looking for another woman. But
Aw.
we can tell him about Marina Gilnith. And I guess like he'll entertain the idea of dating her, but he doesn't think it's going to turn out well.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's really lost most of his hope. See, she's on the other side of town, or this area.
Yeah. She's around here. There she is.
You have a question.
So we tell her about Sunil Loss, and then we can go back to him. And we're going to get 3 options for dating advice, basically. And I love one of them just for how messed up it is. So your options are...
With the right deal, we all
see.
profit.
We have to click on the topic twice, right? So you can say, don't act so depressed, try and be optimistic. You might surprise yourself, which is the best option, actually. The second best option is just be yourself. Basic, straight to the point. The worst option is stories about your late wife would show her how compassionate you are.
What? That's terrible!
It is. But we're going to tell him, be optimistic. That's your best bet.
Okay. I can't believe they have that option. My god.
I know, there are so many messed up bits of text. I haven't shown you, like, there's some... I remember one very specific quest result. If you fail one of the quests, like, there's just this messed up journal entry, but I'll save that for later.
Oh my god.
So, you are...
funny.
Now, what's unfortunate is, this quest, it's complete RNG if they actually have a successful date. Even if you pick the
You
best
have a
option,
question.
it's still possible for everything to turn sour and then you get no reward.
To be fair, that's how love works. It's pretty damn fickle.
But I really want the reward, though, because it's very important for later. But it's no big deal if I don't get it. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, here we have a stage, it appears. There's some kind of thing going on here, so let's see what that's all about.
It's
Alright.
never easy, is it?
It seems that a play is taking place. There's a theater troupe here, and they're putting on a production of The Horror of Castle Zier. Unfortunately, one of their actors is not in at the moment, but it so happens that we look exactly like him.
Yes, skull cap and everything.
Yes, the orc is going to play an Imperial character. But, you know, it's actually a pretty unique quest. Acting in a theater troupe. Let's do it. So he gives you the script, and of course I have all the lines memorized. I definitely do not make any mistakes in this quest. So we just have to talk to him again. You know, we might need like a costume or something, right? Because looking like this in the play, I just don't see it working out. Oh well, let's do it.
Good evening to you, Sergio.
Good evening. Is your master at home?
No, Sergio, it's only me here. My master, Sadurakana Talvani Hordalf Zier, is at his winter estate. Is there something I can do for you?
Possibly. Would you mind if I came in?
Not at all, Sergio. Please, may I offer you some flint?
No, thank you. What's your name?
Anara, Sergio.
Anara, when did your master leave Skathanud?
More than a fortnight ago. That's why it's only me in the castle, Sergio. All the other servants and slaves who tend to his lordship travel with him. Is there something wrong?
Let's see here. Do you know an Ashlander named Elu Radad?
No, Sergio. I know no one by that name.
They're booing me. He's dead. He said Castle and Zier.
Vec? That's strange. I suppose it's possible that my master knew this man, but being an Ashlander and my master being of the House of Telvanni, well, if you'll pardon me for being flippant, Sergio, I don't think they would be friends.
Is anyway.
My pauldrons are fluttering. Did you notice?
I
Could
was
I-
enthralled in the script.
Could I look in your master's library?
Please, Sergio, go wherever you want. We have nothing to hide. We are loyal Imperial subjects.
So, according to the script, this next line should be delivered as deadpan as possible, because no matter the politics of the region you are in, it will always get a laugh. As I hear, are all Telvanni. Excuse me.
You're not supposed to be on stage.
I didn't mean anything by that line. It's just a joke. The script told me to say it that way. Well, now you're dead. Sorry, sir. So yeah, getting attacked in the middle of a play by a guy with a Daedric Wakizashi. Well, it's mine now. It's worth money.
Well then.
So, excuse me, sir. What exactly just happened?
Bad for an amateur.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Oh my, yes, I saw what happened, Juriel. I hope you can forgive us, but we knew that an assassin would attack sooner or later.
Thanks for using us as a meat bag, I guess.
Yes, we were a target dummy for these guys because they knew their actor would be targeted by assassins because he insulted a Telvanni diplomat.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, actually, not just an insult, a somewhat indecent tryst with the daughter of a Telvanni diplomat.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, kind of ridiculous, but that's right in line with Morrowind, in my opinion. I like this quest. So your reward is 2,000 gold minus 200 for every mistake that you made in the play. I don't know why they dock you for it. And you also get the Amulet of Verbosity, which improves your speechcraft, which would have been nice during the play. Thank you very much.
No kidding.
So,
yeah. No one's gonna talk about the dead body in the center of the court?
That'll disappear in 3 days. It's fine.
Morbid.
Morbid indeed. So let's say we get on with the actual quest to find out who's sending the Dark Brotherhood after us.
Sounds good.
Which means we're gonna need to descend into the sewers.
Oh, right.
Not so keen. Now we're ready to head into the sewers.
Let's do this.
And I guess it's a good thing that I have to re-record this anyways, because I actually found out that you can start another side quest down here. But first off, I'm going to equip a special ring. Oh yeah, and somewhere in there I leveled up and got more intelligence and willpower, which means willpower is no longer the funny number. I'm sorry.
Also, I realized your clothes are different too.
Oh yeah, I must have, like I think I left all of the Hortidor and Nervaring gear back at my house. And just put on a much nicer robe. Well, nicer in my opinion. So, I remembered that the ring that Azura gave us at the end of the main quest actually has a permanent night eye effect, so I won't have to cast it over and over. It's really good.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, jeez.
Apparently it's not rats that the people of Mournhold have to deal with, it's, liches and stuff. Not liches, that's just like a walking pile of bones now.
I was gonna say liches, oh my.
Well, do stay tuned.
Ooh.
That's all I'll say.
I see, definitely then. Very not Ghosty Rosie, therefore you must die. Trust me, Ghosty Rosie dies all the time and he's okay.
He's a ghost, he can't die. At least not again.
Just can't die.
Can you get out of here alive?
I mean, in your case, probably.
Probably, yeah. So rats and sewers and all kinds of things. Oh, and a woman. Narissa Adus. Beware the Black Dart Gang, adventurer. They've robbed me of everything I hold dear. Goodness.
Oh?
They ambushed my lover and me in the temple sewers. Oh, goodness. Her husband got killed.
Oh, dear.
Now, what she says here is actually different depending on your level. She sees that we're below level 20 and says, I don't know, they're pretty mean, but if you see my husband's ghost, speak to him. Perhaps you can bring me his message. Alright then. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes people leave their ghosts behind when they die, sometimes they don't. Oh, rat.
Hi, rat.
But yeah, if we run into this Black Dart gang, I'll be sure to give him a couple fists to the face. And probably much worse.
And
What was that?
you say with your weapon in your hand.
Yes! Yeah, I could slash him too if I wanted to. Let's see.
Maybe.
Let's see. We are in the Manor District of the Sewers, which is apparently where the Dark Brotherhood hideout is. That quest update to my journal confirms it.
Ooh, alright. Yep. This looks right.
Yep, there's more of them, and they've got some pretty mean weapons too. What spell do I have equipped? Is this my healing spell? It is.
It didn't take too much that turn.
Yeah. So the really nice thing about this quest is it's basically a giant moneymaker because they have like glass daggers and all of their equipment is worth a lot of money. So if you like loot every single one of them and take it back to the store, you could like easily make 10,000 gold. It's really nuts. The Tribunal expansion has a lot of money-making opportunities.
Well, the thing, of course, is not dying, because, gosh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, as I mentioned, taking this expansion on at level 1 would be seriously dangerous. These guys aren't even the most meanest enemies that you can find. So it's a good thing I have, like, all of that overpowered equipment, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
But here's the thing, though. You might think that you're supposed to go through that door in order to find the Dark Brotherhood's leader. It's actually this door. They're doing it again.
God dang it. Why, what now?
Like, I'm just outright knocking them down. Also, they have rats.
Definitely looks like a rat hole.
Combat's getting a little heavy down here.
There you go.
Oh, there he is. The boss.
That's a scary looking weapon. Oh, that's just a bow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of, Oh, it's a conjured bow, actually. That's interesting.
Oh.
No, tell my liege, I have failed H.
H.
Okay, he's
Hold on.
down. Yeah, I'm probably not going to bother looting anything because I'm just going to load my save when this is all done.
Fair enough.
So he's got an adamantium jink blade of wounds, which is really nice. It's got poison and paralysis. Might have tried using it on me. Paralysis is like my one weakness. But there's also
No kidding.
there's also a contract on him, so that's probably what will tell us who is after us.
Let's see.
The bearer of this document, under special dispensation of the Night Mother, who has entered in a contract with in perpetuity with H, is given special dispensation to execute Juriel, a orc. Okay, your grammar is incorrect. It should say an orc.
Alright.
So somebody named H sent the Dark Brotherhood after us. Okay.
Who would that be?
I have no idea. Let's take it to a guard and find out. We can just use Alm Civi Intervention to get out of here. I'm not sure where Divine Intervention takes you, but Alm Civi Intervention will take you straight to the temple. So, good on us.
Yeah, at least it wasn't too big of a trek.
I feel a strange aura from that man. But we'll ignore him. Alright.
So, you want
So,
something?
who is H? H is a letter.
H
Not what I meant.
Yeah, right. Do they react to me being the Nervrine? Oh. Well, the Imperial Guards don't. That's strange. Alright, here. Bribe.
Speechcraft has increased as your disposition with them goes down.
Yeah, we're gonna need to put the moves on him.
It's the opposite of, like, I mean, he's like, I already get paid enough for this.
Which is shocking considering he's a guard. There we go.
There we go.
You believe you've killed their leader? I wouldn't count on that. You probably ought to speak to the guard captain about it. Tienius Deletian.
In the throne room.
Yeah. He just hangs out in the throne room. Standard stuff, I'd say. Guard quarters. Where's the reception area? There it is. And I'm guessing the throne room would be upstairs.
Oh,
Good place to start.
These guards, they do their job well. They stop you from going to places. Well, usually, if the hit detection is being strange. There you are.
we know
live the king.
So you can straight up say, okay, this is where the writing kind of takes a really strange leap in logic, because we instantly assume that the H in the contract is actually King Helseth of Morrowind. So let's accuse a king of hiring the Dark Brotherhood. Let's see how that goes. I won't pretend I don't know about this. Of course, I'll deny it publicly, but don't take it personally. You appear to present a threat to King Helseth. Perhaps mistakes were made. Thanks!
Thanks.
So this is another strange thing. Okay, so actually what I'm doing right now is completely optional. You don't have to do any quests for this guy. You could just go to who you're supposed to talk to, which is the guy over at the temple, but I've always skipped this part, so I wanted to see it for myself. So, according to him, rumors are going around that King Helseth poisoned his uncle, who was the previous king. So, we need to see what the people are saying about this to confirm if the rumors are actually circulating. And we did pick up that little piece of tabloid, right? The common tongue?
Weak as wick wheat.
Yeah.
Never does a thing.
So that's what he's, I presume that's what he's looking for. Do I have to, like, go outside or something? Or do I need to actually read the thing?
Let's see.
I didn't pick it up on this save. I'm stupid.
Oh.
Okay.
Oops.
It's no problem. I've created another magic item. This is a shirt with the mark spell, so I'm just going to set it right there. That way I can get back here very easily.
Smart.
Yeah, and then I can just, like, cast Almcivian Intervention if I want to get out of here. So,
Alrighty.
so while we're fiddling around with this quest line, honestly, it's just a bunch of, like, talking to people, gathering information. There's not a lot of fighting. So I'm going to use this time to explain a little bit more about Morrowind's political situation, because it's actually very detailed and they don't really, like, go into detail about it.
Sure.
So the big thing is that when Morrowind joined the Empire, like, the people weren't exactly happy about it because they weren't going to answer to an imperial king while they have, like, living gods ruling over them. So how it works is that the king of Morrowind is basically just, like, a puppet. You know, ignore him, just listen to your gods. But that's where King Helseth enters the picture, because he doesn't exactly like that setup.
One sec, before you do, I think it's behind that open market you just passed.
Oh, yeah.
On your... no, the other one. It was, like, against the wall, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it was. I'm so thankful you're here to help with that.
Yeah, okay, man. You may continue.
Okay. So King Helseth, he's not exactly happy about the fact that the king gets ignored, so he wants to, like, have actual power.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
So that's that. And now we need to ask somebody at the temple for more information, because we know that the people over the temple, there tends to be a dissident priest every now and again. So I'll take care of that. So Helseth's interesting because he appeared in Elder Scrolls 2. You could find him in the Palace of Wayrest, along with his mother, Queen Baranziah. They ended up in Wayrest because Queen Baranziah was helping the King of Wayrest basically save Tamriel from destruction, which is pretty awesome. You might have read Queen Baranziah's biography, the one where she makes love to a Khajiit.
Oh, yeah!
Which did get censored, by the way.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that.
Uh-huh. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the person I'm looking for. I guess...
also don't know how these buildings are so... They're even more maze-like than what we've encountered before.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think...
Health and healing are
I don't
my
think it's her.
specialties.
Maybe we could, like, ask about discontent in the temple. Yeah, what's especially interesting about Mournhold itself is that not only does the King of Morrowind live here, but so does Almalexia, one of the 3 Tribunal gods. In fact, she's right behind this door.
Oh. That's like... So here, would that mean they work in tandem, or do they just kind of tolerate each other's existence?
Well, you can ask around, and basically they do, in fact, tolerate each other.
Rat in the bed.
Oh yeah, we'll be talking to them later. But tensions have gotten really high ever since Helseth came here. So, to continue with Helseth's story, he was with his mother in Wayrest, and when the king of Wayrest died, the people of Wayrest basically decided, we don't want Dark Elves being our rulers. So, Helseth and Baranziah returned to Morrowind, and here they are now, where mysteriously Helseth's uncle has died. Like, rumors say Helseth poisoned him, and so here we are.
Huh.
I'm sure that was a very complicated, like, thing to go over, as I'm running around here not sure where I'm actually supposed to be going.
It kind of makes sense, though, because I think it even
Ringo.
mentioned how... Oh,
Yeah, she's also got an important spell. It cures diseases by touching people. That's going to be
healing
important.
touch, you could say.
Yeah. So, this is actually interesting. They wrote Tribunal with the intent that the player could go and do it whenever they wanted to, which I think narratively is a little bit strange. I think it makes much more sense to be the Nerevarine and then come to Mournhold. Because why else would those assassins come after you?
Right.
But anyways, if you progressed in the main quest enough, you can mention Mera Milo, who was a dissident priest, and so is this lady. So she's going to be a bit more open about her thoughts on Helseth. Helseth has murdered King Lathon and stolen his crown. It does not matter that King Lathon was a fool. He was our fool. So long as the puppet king was a joke, we could all laugh and ignore him. Helseth is,
Oh my god.
Helseth is not a fool, and no one is laughing. If Helseth seeks in earnest to be king, then Almalexia and the temple are sworn in earnest to destroy him.
Jeez. That got heavy real fast.
The dramatic effect there was all my doing. I'm sure she doesn't talk like that. Okay, so we found
It's a lot of
Crown and the Empire, citizen.
we found our informant. Now he wants to investigate possible disloyalty among guards, so I'll go ahead. We can talk to this guard and basically go undercover. We're going to pretend to join the Royal Guard. And it says here that you can mention your Hualu connections, but Juriel never joined House Hualu, so I guess this is a bluff?
And it works.
But yeah, he says not to talk to the guard captain, and instead to talk to somebody else in the guard quarters, so that's where we're gonna go. It's like, I'm glad I told you that whole story, because I'm pretty sure this running around and talking to people would get just a little bit boring otherwise.
Oh yeah.
What do you want?
Anything like
with
this is
me?
a good time to talk about any kind of topics you have in mind.
True.
Let's see.
So that basically, I think this is implying that the first guard that we talked to might be a little bit disloyal. So with that out of the way, let's head back. I'm pretty sure that clears that quest. Let's see. Oh, we need to find tangible evidence of disloyalty.
Okay, it's not that easy. You can't just believe word of mouth nowadays.
Right. So let's head back to the guard quarters. I'm sure my amulet of recall is going to run out of charge at this rate.
At least we're making it worth its while.
Yeah, every time you use a magic item, you get some enchant experience.
What do you want with
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure it would be, like, upstairs in this area.
Justice.
Yep.
I'm going to get tired of those lines. Right, so here are their quarters, and we need to move fast because we don't want to be seen while we're doing this. Ah yes, the note you need to find is right underneath his chest of belongings. It's not in the physical chest.
Maybe they do routine checks. I don't know.
I'm surprised nobody else noticed that, to be honest. Okay, so there's your evidence of a disloyalty, and now we need evidence of conspiracy against King Helseth. So we're going to be heading to the Manor District and investigating the manor of the former king.
Alright.
So just go ahead and Civi back to the temple,
So-
and...
You want something?
Oh yeah, actually, you should talk to this lady too, because for a small donation of 5 gold, she will restore my magic. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very important for somebody with the Atronak birth sign, I must say. So, if we wander around the plaza for a little bit, we find, well, someone very interesting. There's a naked Nord just standing
Say
here.
something or move on.
Alright.
For Stag the Sweltering, okay. What are you looking at? No, I'm not paralyzed, and I've never even met a witch, much less been asked to escort one anywhere. Why am I naked? Because it's too damned hot here. You people think that every time you see a naked Nord barbarian, he's been tricked by some witch. So narrow-minded. Now leave me alone. Yeah, that's them poking fun at that one side quest with the naked Nord who got paralyzed by the witch.
Oh, that's so good.
And these are gates outside the city, which we cannot open. Sorry.
I wonder if there's a secret way to open them. I don't. Man, it just takes me back to the old days of like when people would spread rumors about that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Anytime there's a the idle quotes can get a really strange at times too.
Like I said, anytime like any kind of place you can't go to exists, there's always going to be rumors on how to get through it.
Mm-hmm. All those locked doors that never open in every RPG I've played. So this location, this location is going to be important later. By the way, the Museum of Artifacts will be back.
Did you know you could open Fado's house in Twilight Princess if you just show them all the gold bugs in your collection?
Is that true, or is that like...
I couldn't possibly. Too busy.
You never know until you try it.
Alright. So around here, I remember there being some nice books, too. The Blue
I think it was
Book of
standing
Riddles.
Ooh.
They apparently didn't bother actually writing the riddles. Okay.
It's just a script. Yeah, I think it was around here.
Yes, I know where the note we're looking for is. There's also a game at dinner, which is a book about King Helseth and how he managed to out a spy at his dinner table.
Wow.
Very cunning man. What? Confessions of a
Scuba
Eater.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh. Alright.
I love this
We
place.
must endure our sorrows.
Let's see, so the paper that we're looking for is right here. I'm surprised they just, like, leave it on desks and stuff. If you've got secret compromising notes, shouldn't you, like, I don't know, burn them when you're done reading them? Anyways. Turn away, please. I need to
She's not facing you right now.
I need to take this without being caught. You know, actually, maybe if I've got an amulet that casts Invis. I made it myself. But Invis wears off as soon as you, like, take something, so... Oh, okay. It worked. Now,
Thank goodness.
I wasn't exactly expecting that, but, you know, good on me.
You take those.
I believe there are some skill books in the area as well, but...
So is it?
Yeah. I don't know why the idle dialogue is so weird.
health to you, Sarah.
I like it though.
Yeah. So with that out of the way, the note that we found basically names 3 individuals as being conspirators against the king. So we need to kill them all, and we're going to get official permission to actually kill them.
Oh, thank goodness. Now we can murder without consequence.
And now we finally have combat. Isn't this great?
Yeah. Well, the big thing is we still have to find them.
I should be able to remember where they are. There's like one in this area. And there's one in the sewers. Oh, excuse me. I burped.
You good?
I guess that's me hating the idea of going into the sewers
Say your
again.
piece, Churl, and be done.
Yeah. This is one of the guys. Kind of
Or
feminine looking. With skunk hair. But yeah, time for you to die.
I have a sword, I have a weapon.
Yeah. They go down. Oh, it's an ebony short sword, which is very expensive.
So you call that toothpick a sword? I have a real weapon.
I have a real weapon. It's like a double crescent blade thing. I wonder if I can get like a good angle.
I've always wondered what it was, because...
Oh, yeah, this is a good angle.
See, I always thought it was just kind of like weird inverted curved blade. I didn't think it was double-headed like that. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Where would the other two be? Probably should have looked them up. I know one of them is in the sewers, so...
Justice never sleeps.
Oh, yeah. Bookseller.
Bookseller.
One of them's in a bookstore. The last one's
Store in the sewer.
Mm-hmm. A bookstore in the sewer? Ew, no.
No. God, I wouldn't... That's terrible for multiple reasons.
It's actually just on the second floor here. No, this one.
Die.
Die!
Oh, you.
He's got a poison sword. Actually, it doesn't even poison on strike. It shoots poison.
Okay.
To represent the lies that he spews against the good King Helseth.
Yes.
Certainly. Is this the right way into the sewers? Maybe it is. I can't.
This is, yeah.
Yeah, funny thing about the sewers, I haven't mentioned it yet, but the sewers are actually the ruins of the old city of Mournhold. The one that we were just walking around in, it was built on top of the old one.
That explains why it looks fancy for a sewer.
Yeah, the old city was actually destroyed by a Daedric prince, but Almalexia fought him off. So yeah, fighting a Daedric prince, pretty impressive. But also very easy when you're, like, literally God, allegedly. Because you drank from the heart of Lorcan or something.
Something like that. It had been a good while.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. The sewers can be difficult to navigate, but, you know, as long as we're down here. Oh yeah, there are also goblins in the sewer.
Goblins.
And the goblins, believe it or not, are actually really mean enemies. Like, if you come in here and you're not prepared for them, they can just knock you down over and over again. Their weapons are really good. Like, look how much damage... Look, that did actually quite a lot of damage.
Oh,
and there's
wow.
also Durzogs, which are... I guess... Like, I'm at half health.
Geez.
I'm going to show the people at home I'm at half health.
Yeah, these guys hurt.
Mm-hmm. And that's also the same goblin sound effect that was used in Elder Scrolls 1, so maybe it's like a bit of a throwback.
You know, they always love them callbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch yourself.
You could, in fact, go to Mournhold in Elder Scrolls 1, but it looks nothing like what it is here.
That makes sense. I mean, how many games apart would that be?
Like, 2 of them, but by a good, like, 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Wow, that one hit took out half my health.
It's like you said, they're not to be trifled with.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of classic Elder Scrolls, Morrowind actually has a bit of trivia regarding the original plans for the game.
I'm all ears.
As soon as I get rid of these berserkers, I need to, like, be paying attention here. Ouchie, ouch. And he's trying to run away. Because he's got backup. They're everywhere down here. Okay, there we go.
Alright.
Oh, come on, really?
Maybe ain't done till they're done, I guess.
There's probably more of them than there were people in the Dark Brotherhood. So getting back to
these guys at us?
Getting back to my Elder Scrolls trivia, the third Elder Scrolls game was originally penned as being set in the Somerset Isle instead of Morrowind, which is way on the other side of the continent and involves High Elves instead of Dark Elves.
Huh.
Because
reason they changed it?
Yeah, I think they changed it because plans just changed, but what's unfortunate is they wound up having to drop an entire plot point concerning Helseth's sister, who married a High Elf king. So we don't get to see her, unfortunately.
Say your piece or stand aside.
This is the last guy we need to kill. He looks the toughest out of all of them.
An armor and name is definitely scary.
And that's a big hammer.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's dead.
Thank God he's slow with it.
Yeah. This guy must think he's Mario. He's going around the sewers. He's got his hammer. There's a skull on his bedroll. Wait.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna take his potions. They're pretty heavy potions, though. Not only are they heavy potions, they're not really, like, worth it. Oh, well, he's got... Oh, some expensive ingredients down here as well. I should have checked these the first time I was down here. Weapons.
Wow.
And... Okay.
This dude was stalked and ready to live.
Yeah, he was. I can see why he was hiding out. Anyways, with that out of the way... For each one of them that were actually killed and not let go... yeah, I did execute them, didn't I?
You did.
When you have executed... I did, though. They're all dead. Do I need to...
Beetle Island, we did for Holgar.
Oh, okay. I just needed to click the right topic. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
So 3,000 gold, 1,000 for each of them that you killed. And now we need to find the guy who actually writes the common tongue. Let's go for it. He doesn't actually want this one killed, but if he can be convinced to stop writing, then good on him.
Right. Well, I guess now's the time to search for him.
Yes. Now, where would he be?
Could eat a baby's arse through a sewer grate.
You know, I was kind of hoping he would say that, but kind of not. A baby's arse through a sewer grate. I hope that's some kind of euphemism. Or not.
I don't know English. So I don't know English slang, so I have no idea.
You know, I think it was in the Craftsman's Hall.
That sounds right.
Oh, yeah, it is, because there's this nice big door that says keep out. It's got lock level 70.
Gee,
well,
you couldn't make it any more obvious.
Yeah, you know what we do about that, right?
We drink a lot of mana.
Magic potions, and then get my spell that I named Open Sesame. Should be able to...
Let's do it.
Should be able to get this. Oh, look,
There
a trap door behind the door. Into a secret office. This is where they write it.
I knew it. I confess.
You will stop printing lies about King Helseth. I haven't printed lies about King Helseth. I've only printed the truth, and I intend to keep on printing the truth unless you think you can stop me.
Oh boy.
You could kill him, but they don't actually want you to do that. Apparently the captain of the guard doesn't want to imply to anyone that the king takes issue with freedom of speech. Sure.
Sure.
I think a donation of 3,000 gold to the Widows and Orphans Fund will stop you. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I'm guessing it's a front of some kind?
Maybe it's a front, but 3,000 gold donated to, like, a good cause, I guess.
We print the truth, the straight truth.
Sure. Well, 3,000 gold says he won't say anything bad about Helseth ever again, so it's good.
At least that one didn't have to go with a bloody end.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Careful with your response, though, because when you come back to turn in the quest, I suggest saying a small sacrifice in the service of my king instead of demanding money to cover the expenses.
Oh my god.
Because I think if you demand money to cover the expenses, you don't get the special sword that is the reward for this chain of quests. King's Oath. Let's take a look at it.
Sounds fancy.
Mm-hmm. See, it is a sword, so it's going to be right here. It is a Daedric Claymore, which means it looks really awesome. I'm going to put it on the floor just to show you.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That looks amazing.
And check out that enchantment. When you strike somebody with it, it weighs a ton. 81 pounds is pretty heavy, but it's worth 80,000 gold.
Oh my god.
And striking with it does 20 damage for 3 seconds, so that's 60 damage. Paralyzes for that time. Also does 20 points of fire damage for 3 seconds, but there's one thing that they don't tell you about this sword, which kind of makes it difficult to use.
What's that?
The fire damage effect, it damages the user instead.
So you swing this at an enemy, they get cut up and you get lit on fire. Okay.
Yeah. So you could use it if you have like the inventory space for it. I'm surprised I still do.
Early.
But you would need to like either have a bunch of health regeneration effects or maybe some kind of fire resistance effect. It seems a bit cumbersome. I'll just stick to this thing for now.
It looks as fancy as ever.
Mm-hmm. But hey, if nothing else, that entire quest chain is completely optional, as I mentioned. Because afterwards, the guard captain will say that the Queen Baronziah would like to speak with you.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Her chambers are behind the throne. Like, don't misinterpret what the wiki walkthrough says. Opposite of the throne room does not mean on the other side of the throne room. It just means through the throne room and over to here.
There it is.
I think quest walkthroughs could stand to be very much more clear in that regard. But hey, there she is.
Approach and be
Hello.
recognized, my good man.
Not exactly as nice looking as she used to be, but she is getting up there in age. I mean, dark elves can live a long time, but her hair is white and everything. So, she will say that you should see what you can learn from the temple, and we should speak to Fedris Hilir, a confidant of Almalexia.
Ooh.
So that's our next step.
Getting up there.
And the reason I say this entire quest line was optional is because you can just go straight to Fedris Hilir and start his side of the story. Like, all of the quests for Helseth are optional, which I think is kind of a shame because they could pull a sort of choose-your-side deal, but they don't do that.
That would have been fun.
But hey, getting rewarded with King's Oath, as impractical as it is, it's nice.
It's a good sword. So why wouldn't we?
As long as you, like, have some sort of fire resistance on you.
Also true.
So yeah. I think that will do it for this episode of Morrowind. We've started the Tribunal expansion, we've explored some optional parts of the main quest, and now we can continue with the non-optional part of the main quest next time.
Sounds like fun.
I'm waiting for one of these guys to start whistling Pop Goes the Weasel, because they sometimes do that.
Right. Oh, I remember that.
Please do it. Please do it. Alright, fine.
The trick is, maybe next time.
I still have the previous recording, so maybe I could keep that.
Splice it in at the end.
Mm-hmm. Legion Depot, and then outside. Downstairs.
Emperor, King, and Justice.
Not a very effective guard. He didn't stop me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're just heading out for now.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that will do it for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching, and thank you, Ivan, for tolerating having to go through this again.
I don't mind doing this, man. If anything, it's nice to have a second shot at this, since I know... I feel like I could have done a lot better, and also that roll guard on the right is giving me more.
What are you trying to do there, dude?
I love this game.
I love it too. That's the thing about Elder Scrolls. When it starts breaking, it's so funny.
Always.
You know, all in a day's work. We started a matchmaking quest, we got attacked in the middle of a play, and did some dirty work for a king and got a ridiculously good sword that comes with a bit of a drawback. All in a day's work. It's fun.
Never better.
Mm-hmm. Still can't believe we did the play with that on our head.
Hey, I guess that's just what they dress like in the play.
Maybe. Anyways, I've been
Never know.
Ephraim225, and with me has been my good and wonderful friend.
I wonder, thinking on the King's Oath, I guess maybe lighting yourself on fire while attacking your enemies would be a hell of a good intimidation factor.
That is very true. We might try it. See you next time. See you next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.